All right, got a special one for you guys. Our most watched videos are on the subject of Bona Red Out. If I go back and look at all the analytics, Red Out is the one that's viewed the most. And we have a finished job of Red Out for you guys. And I want to go over a couple things that any client that is looking to have their red oak floors have the Red Out, Bona Red Out application. This video is for you. Now, in this job, customer has a 3¼ inch red oak #1 grade. And this #1 grade, of course, has a few of the mineral streaks, some little pinhole knots, very, semi-rustic wood, but not too rustic. Now, this floor has two parts. It has a new insulation and it has an existing. So I'm going to show you the differences. Now, this area in the foyer is existing. This room here, this dining room, this is existing. Over here in the back of the home, this is an existing red oak, probably installed 30 years ago, I'm guessing. And you can see how the Red Out works with this aged material. There also is a coat of natural seal over this, and then 2 coats of HD traffic. And then over here, we've got the new insulations. The room is a little dark, there's no light in here, but you can see that this one looks slightly different than the existing. And over here, we've got the new also. Now, the differences between and what you should expect if you're installing Bona Red Oak next to an existing red oak floor. There's 2 things that happens. One is the 40-year-old red oak floors over here oxidizes. So oxidation happens with wood that has been down for many decades. Wood, the red oak becomes darker. The red tones a little more prominent. You can just see them a little bit more. The new oak does not have that. So there's no oxidation that has occurred on these floors. So they do look lighter. So new oak with Red Out is lighter and whiter in color. More so what our customers are expecting. The existing red oak is going to be a little darker, but it's not a bad look. It's nothing to be worried about. I mean, here you have the foyer and then you have the new wood laced into it. It's going to be hard to tell, the difference. But if as a hardwood professional, we can see that the oxidation has made the existing red oak a little bit darker. And you can kind of see it better here where the new and the existing floors meet. But it doesn't look bad, guys. Maybe in the video it might, but here in person, it's going to be hard to see the differences. Also, there's UV exposure. So these boards have been down for decades. They're going to be darker because of UV exposure, but they don't look bad. And you can see here, these differences. Also with Red Out, we like to hit it with the maroon pad to take up any filler that's expanded due to the Bona Red Out process. So Red Out can sometimes it always water pops the floors, but we hit it with the maroon pad after we do the Red Out because we want to get the filler that's used on all red oak floors a little better. Let me see if I can find one that kind of shows you what happens. Here you go. So some of the filler actually expands, but when you hit it with the Red Out or with the maroon pad, it won't show as bad in the final product. But here you go. Here's the finished Red Out product, the good and the bad. But to be honest with you, it's 99.9% good. This is the beautiful floor. The customer wanted to have their house light and bright, and this will do it for them without having to spend the extra money for white oak. All right, here's another finished product for you guys.